Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Morgan at Homeschool in the Woods, and today I'm going to be talking all about homeschooling multiple kids. So stick around. Okay guys, so I have 5 main tips to give you on homeschooling multiple kids. I've been doing this for a while. I am definitely no expert. I'm still learning things to do, and I think I'm always learning. Every year I learn something new. So hopefully I can give you some tips that will help you on your homeschooling journey and make life a little more easier for you. But I'm going to give you our 5 tips. So here we go. Okay, tip number 1. This is something I learned this year, is combine your kids as much as you can. Okay, so we combine kids doing history and science and Bible. I think that's the only things that we combine on. It's the only things we can. But doing that has made such a huge difference in our homeschool. If anybody wanted to know my number 1 tip for homeschooling multiple kids, it would be combine your kids. It has made such a huge difference. I feel like I'm not bouncing around as much from kid to kid. I still do have to bounce around here and there on some of the other stuff, but it's so much less now that we're doing this stuff together. So that is tip number 1. Tip number 2, you have to find ways to entertain your little kids. Whether it be educational videos, puzzles, coloring, anything that they like, you have to do this. If you don't and you kind of let them just run wild, they're going to be distracting your older kids, and it's just going to make for chaos. Okay, so if you have your younger kids, definitely get them something to do. It's going to be a huge difference if you do. So, like I said, educational videos, there's a lot of stuff on YouTube that is good stuff to watch for kids that is educational. Most little kids love puzzles. Get lots of puzzles. Coloring, as long as they're not going to be coloring on the walls. So if they're kind of under your supervision, coloring is a big deal. All those things will help keep them busy while you work with older kids. So that is tip number 2. Okay, tip number 3. Get your younger kids' work done first. Make it a priority, because if you don't, it usually doesn't get done. At least in our house. If the younger kids, if I wait till later in the afternoon to do their stuff, it just doesn't get done because their attention is just not there. The focus isn't there. It's just, I don't know. It's really important to get it done as early as you can. I've seen a huge difference in doing it in the morning versus doing it in the evening. So I make that a priority as getting their stuff done before I move on to my older kids. It will make a difference, trust me. So that is tip number 3. Another tip that I have, tip number 4, is get your older kids to work with younger kids. I don't do this a lot. This is usually on days when I'm super busy and behind on everything in the house and school. I will get my older daughter to work with some of my younger kids, which usually works out pretty good. She likes to be teacher, and the kids, they usually like it because it's different. Unless you have kids that their personalities just don't go together, sometimes it doesn't work. But if you have kids that can get along pretty good, their personalities are, they can get along good, then definitely try this, because it is a big help. When on days like you're behind and you just can't get everything done, I recommend getting your olders to help your youngers. So that is tip number 4. Tip number 5 is creating independent learners. So that is really our ultimate goal. We want to create lifelong independent learners. That is what we're trying to do. So anything that you can get them to do on their own independently. I have my oldest daughter doing stuff like teaching textbooks, and she has not needed me at all for that, which is great because I hate math. So that's been amazing, and most of the time she can do her stuff on her own. I'm working toward creating kids that can learn on their own. Read the directions, understand what they need to do. Not that they can't come to me if they don't know, but the more that they can do on their own frees me up for younger kids who do need me. So that is very important. Work on creating independent learners. So that is tip number 5. Guys, I hope that these tips help you out. If you are just starting out, or if you're just feeling overwhelmed and you want to lock yourself in the closet and eat chocolate, which I've had days like that, hopefully this will help you guys out. So if you like this video, be sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.